Hello and welcome back to the FSW channel, and today I'm going to be overreacting to the Australian Grand Prix. Look forward to the future, trying to look through the crystal ball at what we can take away from the Australian Grand Prix and what I know or now think will happen in the future. It's time to overreact. These things definitely aren't going to happen, but let's dive into my first thoughts on the rest of the season now the Australian Grand Prix is over. Everyone but McLaren can go home. McLaren will take the championship and the 1-2. I think that they look so much better than everyone else. Verstappen, I think, is going to struggle this year a lot more than we thought. Ferrari look nowhere near the pace of anyone else. I think Mercedes maybe are going to be okay, but I don't think they looked great. I think McLaren is going to take the championship and the 1-2 unless the flexi wing change after Spain comes in and they massively drop off. I think that they've pretty much got in the bag. Give them the championship now. You know, maybe that is a definite overreaction, but I think we can all start going home. Russell called it, to which Zach Brown said, might as well all go home, and I completely agree. I think it's just give them the championship and we'll move on to next year. Thank you very much. Done and dusted. Williams to make a podium. After the strong first race and Alex Albon getting P5/4, depending on which way you think the penalty should have gone, I think Williams will make a podium this season for the first time in a few years. I think they looked good. I think Sainz, barring the mistake, should improve. You know, he'll definitely be in the mix. I think Williams will probably finish P5 constructors. I think that Williams will make a podium this season, which seems crazy considering they got 17 points last year. I think they could potentially beat that points total in one race this year. Sonoda is going to lose it. I think this new Sonoda is completely for show. Everyone's talking about how calm and relaxed he is, and I just can't help but think that old Sonoda's in there, and after the decision from the team to not pull him in, ruin his race essentially, take the points off him. I think the old Sonoda is in there somewhere. The Sonoda with a bit of fight that will shout at them. Lawrence Mackies has been saying that he's a calm and more relaxed Sonoda. I think it's just all for show. I think at some point this season he's going to snap. We're going to get a Sonoda outburst. And I think that when it happens, it will be absolutely glorious. And I think it'll be well deserved. I think that, he's got a lot to be angry about at Racing Bulls. And I think that if he continues to do well and he gets let down by his team, or if the Red Bull team doesn't do so well, but he's performing well, or if the Racing Bulls just aren't performing well at all, I think he's going to give them an earful at some point this season over the radio and potentially pick up one of those juicy fines the FIA has introduced. The big one, not all rookies will see Abu Dhabi. I think at least one rookie will leave their current team before the season ends. And I've put leave their current team because that includes Liam Lawson potentially going to Racing Bulls. But I think that at least one rookie will get dropped. Now, it's not going to be Kimi Antonelli. That is abundantly clear. It's likely 99% not going to be Oliver Bearman because of his relationship with Ferrari and the Haas team. Bortoleto is quite low. However, Doohan, Hadjar, and Liam Lawson, I think, are all well within a shout of losing their seats this year. Now, I'm going to say right now, I don't want any of these drivers to lose their seats. I think, Hadjar at the weekend, you saw how much it means to them to make it to F1. They keep saying it when we're watching on TV. It's a culmination of years of work, dedication, money, time, effort spent to make it there. But I think that one of the three drivers will lose their seat before the end of the season. And I think that, for me, it's got to be cutthroat. They're going to have to be cutthroat in F1 now. Cadillac are coming in. They need to secure the better driver soon, and I think they're going to have to try and get the best driver lineups they can. I don't think the years of having 3-4 seasons as a poor second driver's there anymore. and one of the rookies will not make it to Abu Dhabi. And for my money, it'll probably be Liam Lawson, unfortunately. Red Bull will not get a race win until at least the Spanish Grand Prix. Now, Spanish Grand Prix is a big one because that's when the flexi wings are outlawed by the FIA essentially, and the new tests and standards will come in. And I think that until that point, I think McLaren will have it on lockdown. I'm not going to say that McLaren will win every race because I think someone else has got to win one, but I think that Red Bull will not get a race win until the Spanish Grand Prix. Yeah, it sounds crazy even just saying it now. Is it a reaction? Maybe, but Verstappen couldn't catch Norris when Norris had a broken car. And there's two of them, there's two McLarens. One McLaren can break down, one McLaren can get a massive shunt. Still another McLaren for Verstappen to try and overtake, and he couldn't do it last week. I don't think that he'll be able to do it again. And all rookies will play second fiddle. I think that every rookie this season will finish behind their teammate in the F1 Championship standings. Now, you go through the list. Hadjar against Tsunoda. I think Tsunoda's a better driver than he's given credit for. I don't think Hadjar's going to quite beat him. Behrman against Ocon, it's close. Behrman and Ratic sometimes really good, sometimes really bad. Ocon a bit more steady on the pace. Is the Haas a good enough car? That's a question to ask there. I think Bortoleto Hulkenberg, probably the tightest battle there is, but Hulkenberg just finished P7, getting more points for Sauber than they got all last year. That's going to be tough for Bortoleto to then overcome. Lawson against Verstappen, not happening in a billion years. And then Doohan trying to overthrow Gasly. Gasly's experienced, he's a good driver. Will Doohan make it to the end of the season? Partially tied into last one. Will these drivers make it to the end of the season? But will they finish above their teammates? I don't think any of them will this year, and I don't think it's going to be their own fault. But I think that they're just so good. The drivers that they're up against, I think, are just a class above them. I think all of the rookies are going to struggle. Apart from, like I said, Oliver Behrman is the only worry I have on this prediction. The rest of them, I think, are pretty nailed on. So yeah, these are just some of my thoughts after the Australian Grand Prix. My predictions going forward. Do you think I'm wrong? Will they all actually make it to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to see the lights and the fireworks at the end of the season? I do not think so. But please let me know what you think in the comments, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.